Hey guys, so today's quote again is from Seneca, and we've had a lot from him during this duty phase. And today's more is talking about finding a cure for yourself. And he uses philosophy as an example of how we can cure ourselves. Now, in a video I did a long time ago there, I mentioned about philosophy, and when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, it's all academic stuff, going to the library, taking out all these manuals and all this kind of stuff, yeah, and getting lost in it and trying to understand it. But really it's about a way of thinking. It's a better way of improving yourself through questioning, through self-questioning. Yes, granted, you can read the books, we can look at all the quotes, they can inspire stuff inside us, but it's about learning to live a life that's, your core values stand out for you, and you can share that bit of positivity and that bit of love and have a bit of self-respect and have good self-talk. Now, it's funny because I'm also, at the moment, I'm studying NLP as well, and it's with the same guy I did my mindfulness course with, and he makes a statement, a pretty bold statement there, that over the years, throughout, I don't know, the last couple of, 20, 30 years, or whatever it is, I don't know how long it is, but you've all these, experts in their field, okay, that help people. I'm not going to name the actual modalities of what they are, but all these so-called experts in their field that fix broken people, they advertise to fix you. They're going to fix what's wrong with you. Okay, they're going to get to the root of it, get to the bottom of it, and they're going to fix you. It doesn't really work that way. And it's pretty much false advertising. We're not broken. We're not broken people. But unfortunately, the way it's marketed, the way we perceive it to be, is that we are broken and that this person that we go to can fix us. We can fix ourselves. We have the ability to change ourselves, to change our way of thinking, to improve ourselves. Now, obviously, granted, there are situations where, and I keep saying this in my videos, I'm not belittling people that have mental health issues, that have anxiety. Far from it, quite the opposite. Who have suicidal tendencies, who are in a dark place. And I've mentioned numerous times, you need to reach out for help. But the first step with that is self-help. It's helping yourself. It's make the decision to reach out. What I'm trying to say here is, my point is that we can advertise and market ourselves as fixing people. So we're instilling that thought in your head that you're broken. You're frail, you're smashed to pieces, but I'll put you back together. Like Humpty Dumpty there, we put you back together and off you pop. Yeah, and out you go. That's not the way it works. No matter who you go and see for that hour, 2 hours, or 9, 10 sessions, they're not going to fix you. They might give you ideas. They might look at possibilities of how you can change, how you can restructure yourself, how you can take ownership of where you are, depending on who you go to see, depending on what they're in it for, and what they teach or what they believe in. But you have to be very, very careful about going to support groups, meditation groups I run myself, you have to see what's in it for these people and how they market themselves, okay? Because to tell somebody or to kind of allude to the fact that they're broken, it's really smashing them down even more. Like I've said before, you go and see somebody for an hour, or you go and do something for an hour, and you skip out the door. Woohoo! I'm all better. By the time you get into your car and start your car and drive off, you're back to where you were before, 9 times out of 10. And you keep going back, keep going back, keep going back for the belly rub to try and make you feel better. That's not helping people. And he made another statement, again a very bold one, that maturity is not to do with age. We often see people, they're 50 or 40 or whatever it is, yeah, and they're very mature, aren't they? They might not be. It might be the complete opposite. Maturity is having a responsibility of where you are and taking ownership of where you are. That's maturity. Being responsible in your actions. Maturity is having the ability to react emotionally in a positive way. Having strong core values. All this is maturity, okay? And this is how I don't even like saying we can fix ourselves, because I'm just telling you, you're not really broken. We're just lost on a path, and we need to have that gentle little push back onto the right path. That's the right path for us, not for the practitioner that you're going to see. Okay? It's the right path for you at this moment in time. A lot of people will bring you back, right back to where it all started, where the hurt and the pain started, and they'll take it apart and we'll pull the guts out of it. And that's why you're here today, because this happened to you, and oh, you poor thing, and arm around the shoulder, and we'll rub your belly and off you go. For me, yes, let's go back and look at where those pain points are, but let's look at how you emotionally reacted. How from then on your decision making was affected. So how you decided every day to show up and to turn up. And that's really where it all begins. That's the first stepping stone on your path. Is the realization, and sometimes this is where the maturity comes in and the grown up part of it comes in and says, wow, that's the way I reacted then. Okay? But now I understand why I reacted that way. I understand I could have reacted in a different way. So let's not dwell on it. Let's not pick the carcass and keep stabbing at the wound, making you more emotional, making you more anxious, giving you a little happy buzz just before you leave there. You feel a bit better now? Yeah, I feel a bit better. And then you go home and it's the fucking same. Because you're still picking the scab off the sore. Let's take ownership, let's accept, let's stand up, let's be strong about it, get that mindset going, and point a note, if you're struggling, if you're really struggling, you reach out to help. Okay? To the right people that fit what you're doing. And don't get mugged off. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'd like to finish up with, for me this month here has been really, it's been deep. It's made me ask a lot of questions of myself. And that's what, as I mentioned at the start of this video, philosophy is all about. Don't be afraid of the word. Don't be afraid of the concepts. Don't be afraid to say to people, I'm reading the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Because Mick that's there having the coffee with you or the beer will say, the fuck are you reading? He's reading the sun. Don't worry about him. Or the star, or whatever the fuck he's reading. Okay? Pick your path and go with it and be strong. I don't even know what the next phase is in this. We have a couple of days left for this duty phase. And I'm looking forward to the next phase, because for me it started off, you can start this anywhere, at any stage of the year. And it fits in, okay? So we started off with that action phase, the problem solving, the getting over those obstacles, the duty to yourself to act responsibly. And that's why Seneca is saying here that we have everything in here internally. We don't necessarily have to go to a support group. We don't necessarily have to go to that practitioner to tell us how we feel. We know how we feel. But we keep picking the scab off. Picking it off and rehashing things. Let's get that acceptance, guys. Let's get that ownership. Take extreme responsibility of where you are in your life today. And then put one foot in front of the other. I heard another thing this morning on TV, which I thought was really, really good. By somebody I was surprised to say it. It doesn't matter who it was. But for them, the daily struggle for them started with swinging out of that bed and putting their feet on the floor. That was their first daily struggle. It took them a massive amount of effort to swing their legs out and stand up. And their day started there, but that was a win. And that's what they looked at it. It wasn't swing the legs out of bed and go, oh, fuck this day. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to go to work, I have to get ready, I have to, everything's wrong, it's fucking raining, the whole world's against me. No. They started off negatively because they were in a negative place, didn't want to get out of bed. But by getting out of that bed and standing up, that's their first win. And that's what they took from it. It's a win. So you start off strong. And then next thing you do is a win. You jump in the shower, you get dressed, boom, you're ready for the day. It's a win. And you add up all these wins throughout your day. And that's how we progress. It's one foot in front of the other. Did the day go swimmingly for this person? No, it didn't. Because this person said that was the first win. But the very next thing was an obstacle. They had to overcome it because all day for them was an effort, a battle with mental health, with anxiety, with suffering, but they show up every day and they get those small wins. That's what we need to do, guys. Get the small wins, put them in the back pocket, and they will stand you good stead going forward. Have a smashing one. Be back tomorrow. Take care.